Started the streaming for session 2. This is going to be a very short session, probably like an hour or so, maybe longer, but Gollum doesn't want us to continue our next quest after we finish the first one if we do this session. And Gollum just wants to show to you, Pixel, the amazing work, and to everyone, to let everyone know of just how much of an amazing artist Tuna Fish is. This is fantastic world map. Look at this. It's beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh.
So this is...
Just me, or is there a lot of black lines? Or is that how it is?
They're black lines. They're there for the... Oh, it's got stretched. That's okay.
Oh,
There's black lines. It's for water.
Was it a bit overly stretched? Goblin Fall was the right size when Goblin put the size of the map. Goblin needs to shrink it somewhere. Where is it too big at?
It's alright. I will edit it to be square.
No, it is square. This is supposed to be Goblin's taking a look at the world map site. It's supposed to be a 72 cells, which is times 70. So Goblin can tell you the exact pixel size this is set up at right now. It's 5040 to 5040 pixels.
Yeah, so I did mine on a 4K canvas that was... Ooh.
If you can tell Goblin if you can tell the correct one for Goblin can adjust height, etc.
Give me 1 second on that then.
Alright. But other than that, so for you guys, since we don't have the map yet really needed for where you guys will be at with the quest of the wedding. The wedding, yes.
It's 3840 by 2160.
It's Goblin needs that repeated because Goblin has bad ears.
3840.
3040
by 2160.
2160. So is it 2160 height?
Yes.
2160 height, and then 3040 width, correct?
3840. 3840.
Okay, there we go. So it will shrink a bit and will alter for you guys and will look very weird. Goblin will fix the map situation for you guys in a sec here. It's going to take a little bit of adjustment. It's going to take a little bit of adjusting. So fun. Goblin's going to remove those. It's going to take a second, but Goblin will get to the correct sizing. Voila. Now it looks better.
Yay!
Now, with that fix, thank you by the way, and the most wonderful world map Goblin's ever seen of Goblin's insanity.
I'm honored. The next one will be better.
Yeah, just a reminder, this one island here is a pile of corpses that can be seen by almost everywhere.
Delicious.
And it's perfectly emphasized how creepy it is by the grayness and the unnaturalness compared to everywhere else. Fantastic work.
Thank you. I didn't want to draw lots of bodies.
Yeah, that makes sense, because that would be so weird. But anyway, so where we last left off, you guys had your local assistant known as Slav. Is Goblin pronouncing the ally name correctly? Goblin needs to pull up that.
Slay, right?
Slay.
Slave?
Yeah, Slay. So S-L-A-I. Slay. Yeah. So you guys left him back at the wedding, which is going to happen in the next little bit here soon, while you guys go and investigate the swamp to try and stop the witch.
Yes.
Now, as you head over there, as you make your way over, I was just double checking, Romanier is Bill's character, correct?
Yes.
So, when you guys making your way over, Romanier suddenly shakes a little, and he suddenly becomes mute and still.
Hmm. Can sense peace and quiet.
Bet Slay's happy about that.
How do you feel about that?
Well, Slay's not even here, so he like you guys are about halfway
you're
towards the
right.
swamp.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Oh no! What a tragedy. Small creature, what do you think of this predicament of ours?
Patronize me. I'd like to run over and poke him and ask if he's alright.
When you poke him, you suddenly feel exhausted and your eyes jitter as like reality is something's happening. Like it's weird, but you can't. It feels like something's wrong. And yet, then suddenly you hear Romania saying, "Hey, what are you guys doing over there?" And you all both look over and see Romania closer to the swamp than either of you. But when you look into his eyes, they seem dull. Like there's strains on him. Strains.
That is interesting. What is he doing over there? I could have sworn that we were in front of him.
What's in his place? What did I just poke?
When you look back over to what you were poking at, it's just a statue that replicates Romania pose that he was in. Just rocket and rigged.
Uh, and it's just a what? It's a rock?
It's a rock that's like in the pose that Romania suddenly frozen to you guys.
Oh, I see.
But it's rocket and riggedy. Like it doesn't look like him at all, but the shape is similar to the pose he was in.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And has like his body shape, but not replicated perfectly. It is a rock still, but you can see odd similarities. Either of you roll Goblin wisdom check, or both of you if you want.
I think it's like that, right? Oh, we're back on it with the bad rolls.
Let's see. Oh, fuck it.
So, Bowenmere, you notice nothing wrong. It just seems like the rock was there, and you guys, for some reason, saw it as Romania. But, Goblin's gonna say this. For some reason, the number looks glitchy to Goblin, so Goblin's gonna turn a blind eye and say that Lydia, Tuna, how do you say your character's name again?
Ileana.
Ileana, thank you. Ileana feels like that rock wasn't there before. And now it is.
Can I... One sec, I've forgotten what this one does. Is it just about the value? Yeah.
Oh, that is a spell you are casting. Goblin's gonna pull up your character sheet to make sure Goblin pulled up Romania's character sheet, not Ileana's.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what it did, so it looks more like it's about cost, so I don't think I will use it.
Oh, it's Horizon's Cough. Yeah, you quite around with initiative set. Huh. Is that a... What spell is that? Which spell did you click?
That's a Freezing Touch.
Oh. Yeah, so it's more like for items or unique stuff. If you want to try and understand what you are thinking with such a strange thing, you may make a Knowledge Arcana check on this.
Knowledge Arcana. I do. I want to know why our vocal companion is a stone. Knowledge Arcana. No, that's alright. I don't need to know anything. Knowledge, that's optional.
For one, you know, Arcana, like, okay, that's fantastic. Yeah, you feel like there is something about this that is magical, but you can't remember it. You do remember what book it's from, though. It's from Magical Oddities, and in particular, a book that deals with very strange events that happen on rare occasions, but only to specific people.
Hmm.
So it's do I presume I don't have the book on me at the moment.
No, but the noble family could have it on them. But the Romanier, or the person you think is Romanier, he was like, come on, guys. We need to talk to the witch. Right? That's what we're supposed to do?
I believe maybe the witch might have done something to him. I feel like we should ask her.
Yes, I am inclined to believe you as well, small creature.
Name's Ileana? Thanks.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, Ileana.
Have we never introduced each other?
I believe the fact is you came up to my table with this rowdy one, and that is to the extent that I have known you.
I'm so sorry. My name's Alina Deris. It's nice to meet you. I graduated last year. Who are you?
My name is. What is it? Valkyrie.
Struggling there?
Vakrun?
It's your name.
Why do you struggle with your own name? Like, Goblin has noise in the background, but come on, it can't be that bad that you cannot say your own character's name.
I can't say my own character's name. But also, pardon my way of saying it. I don't recall my past lives' name pronunciation. So you may just call me Vok.
Nice to meet you, Vog. Shall we go then?
Yes, let us go.
So, you guys travel along then. And Romania, he seems to be taking the lead and just perfectly knows the path.
Call him out on that. Seem to know this location well.
And he's like, for what reason? Roll a listen check.
Wisdom. Wisdom.
Listen check.
Oh,
Listen.
good. I'm so happy to hear that it's not that.
Yeah, and with your paranoia
this
action,
is
you guys being sus of him, roll with advantage with your listen check. If you're a bit
Okay.
paranoid about him.
Do I do it as well?
Yes, if you're a bit paranoid about Romania's son's strange behavior.
Yeah, let's do that.
Like he's acting completely weird. Definitely sus.
He really is, isn't he?
Have you rolled? I don't see any of your rolls.
Oh, I got a 7.
You guys don't see each other's rolls because it whispers to, because the ones you're doing right now are whispering to the DM, which is Goblin. So Goblin's the one seeing them, and a Pixel you only rolled once, so you can roll again.
Oh, gotcha.
Just to see if you got a high one. Alright, then both of you, because of your rolls, you both realize behind Goblin forgets his name already in Goblin's Romania's voice, there's something behind it, like a second voice. And it's undead like speaking.
Ooh. Alright, I feel like this is a very bad situation. I think the sooner we get to the witch, maybe she'll know. Maybe she's capable.
Capable of what?
She might know something.
But what if it's her doing? We're just being lured in.
then we go there armed.
So you're
I
not
know that we're not supposed to hurt
listening.
her.
So you realize Romania is close by and you're not whispering right now? Are you whispering, guys, when you talk about this?
Yeah, let's whisper.
Yeah, let's do a.
Psst. This is really weird.
What do you mean?
I don't know if my mic actually picks up my whispering.
Nah, yeah, Goblin, we'll clarify. Yeah, you were picking up fine now.
Excellent. They're right up against the mic. Anyway, everything I just said out loud, but quieter.
I understand.
Okay, so with that, when you're whispering, Romania vanishes from your guys' sight at this point.
Where did the annoying one go?
Can we look for him? Is he just completely vanished? Was it in front of us? Did he move?
He continued moving. He wasn't stopping. He seems like he's still heading to where the witch is, according to him.
Wow, rude. Alright, let's follow.
Yeah. Because if it is him, then he's in a load of trouble if he ends up meeting the witch before him. I am scared to think what things he will say and do.
Indeed. The sooner we get there, the better.
So,
Onward.
you guys quick speed up the pace again now?
Yes.
So as you travel along, trying to make sure you keep an eye on him and stuff like that, you eventually see he's at the witch's hut store, and he perfectly found it fine, and just knocks. And he looks towards you and waves you over.
What a good find.
Yeah. Let's
And he says, "What took you both so long? Seems like no one's home, though. Nor do I hear any voices."
Excuse me, witch. I'm not sure if you can hear us, but we mean no harm. John sent us.
Who's John again?
The brother.
Oh, yes. John has sent us.
So there's no sound. There's nothing. There's nothing.
Like to give it a minute to wait and then try the door.
Okay.
That might be a bad idea. What do you think?
I'm opening the door. All right, let's head in.
So when you open the door, it pops open easily, and then falls over. Broken.
I see. I
You
apologize.
broke the door.
I am pretty sure this door was weak.
We're trying to be nice to her. We're trying.
When you
I know
look
what's
inside, the
going on.
place is an absolute wreck. There's cobwebs everywhere. There's burn marks on the walls. Everything seems like it was invaded or something and attacked brutally.
Pardon me, but I don't know if you've seen the state of this, shack. It's not my fault that it broke when I pushed it over.
You should have been more careful. Let's look around. Let's see if we can find any sort of clue where she might have gone.
Let's see.
Do such checks then. Goblin will roll for Romania's such.
What would it be?
It's a search check. It's a skill. Search is a skill. When Goblins usually says a check, there is usually a skill related to it. Usually.
I wasn't sure which one.
Such. That's a 13 from Romania. And then such. So, Iliad, you get distracted by some beautiful shelves with some glass figurines that are nicely made. And some of them are recreations of like John and some of his family members in very nice, lovely styles actually.
Ooh,
Actually.
pretty.
But most of them are like shattered, especially John ones, like his head is smashed to pieces. While James is left unscathed. Yeah, Gollum, trying to remember. The brother is James, right? The twin brother that's getting married. Gollum needs to double check the quest.
I thought it was Jack,
I thought it
because
was
Jack
John.
and Jill.
Oh yeah, Jack
Yeah,
and
Jack
yes,
and
thank
Jill are
you.
getting married, and then John's the brother.
Yes, thank you. It's Jack. Thank you for reminding Goblin. Goblin's terrible at remembering some details, like names for some reason. He's
I
unsubtle.
only remember them because we were so amused by the pairing.
Yes. Jokes aside, that could be forever made about this. When looking at the figurines as well, you can also tell that they were probably handcrafted.
Beautiful.
Wow, Volcarin, you look around and you find a lot of burnt, like, items and stuff, a lot of valuable things, pictures, potions are shattered on the ground. There's a shelf with a few ones good left that are still there, maintained. You also see a list on the wall, and it's a list of ingredients for different potions alongside how to brew them together with magic and fuse energies to make like healing potions, harming potions, etc.
Okay, this is a little strange. Interesting.
Then
What
Romania.
have you found?
Found a
Can I go
potion.
have a look at them?
Yeah, go ahead, be my guest.
Yeah, well, while you're looking at the potion stuff and you guys are talking about that, Romania picks up and is like, "Hey, I think I found the witch's journal."
You, Ileana, I got it right this time.
Yay, good job.
I'm gonna go look over here and be right back for a second.
See, okay. So, what does the journal say? What have you found?
Nothing important in my opinion. And he just tosses it to you.
Alright, so I will open it and have a little look-see.
Oh, he lied and bluffed terribly and didn't care or something. Because this journal reveals a lot. So one, the Lich's name, Goblin's making sure Goblin is pronouncing it correctly, so Goblin's going to pull up the quest, because Goblin always forgets the names for some reason. It is the Wedding Guards quest. Where is it?
I have returned from looking around the corner.
Alright, Goblin. Luma, right? Luma. It reveals that with her name being Luma, it's actually meant for Luminary. Which... Luminary, the witch. She calls herself, the polite witch, because she tries her best to be polite. She actually loves healing people from harm. She often tries to play with the kids, but people shoo her away thinking she's a monster or something and trying to brainwash kids around the town. So she often has to hide in the swamp because people get icky here and think it's disgusting. So she has to hide away here to even be allowed to live peacefully.
I see.
Oh no.
And so, with how it is for her, when she finally met John, ran into him by accident, she also met her brother at the same time, Jack. And they were both very sweet boys to her, and they actually, because she was around their same age when she first moved into town, and the boys, although were told to stay away from them, didn't really care, because it was like, it sounded silly to them to be afraid of a girl. And so, while interacting with her, spending time with her, and just getting to know her after being terrified of her for a second, both did scream when they first ran into her. According to her notes, how funny they screamed, all because she was wearing a funny mask that she was working on.
Mm-hmm.
As she got to know and bond, specifically with how John is as a sibling, with, because she saw Jack as like a little brother with how he behaved at times. But with John, he was very mature and also, although shy and quite adorable to her, that luminary, she fell in love with him. And then as you read along, you realize in the details in the recent pages of like a week after she was doing like her magical experiments, she discovered that in a wedding invitation thing that John sent, for some reason it said John was getting married to Jill, not Jack. But the wedding is supposed to be Jack and Jill's wedding. And so reading these details out, you learn the whole wedding situation is a misunderstanding with the witch thinking that her own love basically is just getting married with someone else.
That makes
And-
so much sense.
And the exact invitation falls out. And when it falls out, her invitation does say the wedding of Jill and John clearly on it.
If this is a misunderstanding, I think the sooner we can get back to the... Where are they getting married? Chapel, church, place, hall.
It's part of a royal like church room because like the royal families like in this particular kingdom here, they often like having their own little special architecture places that are holy places for their own families to do stuff at, as long as they follow the rules and standards of it, of course, and keep those spaces holy. That it's in their own personal place
Okay.
of the Jill family. Wait, no, not the Jill family. It's because the Jill, it's the. I was double checking here because that's not the last name. It's the Peter family. It's the home of the Peter family.
Excellent.
Hmm.
So I think the sooner we get back to this wedding, the sooner we can get this all straightened out before someone gets hurt.
Oh, and by the way, it's clear at the end of things she's going crazy insane, and there's black goo dripping from the last pages of her book. That's not ink, and it's clear she's being driven insane by what has happened.
Can I investigate the black goop?
Ileana, do not lick it.
Look,
Yeah,
we'll see.
you would roll with advantage for this. For
Because I've learned not to lick it.
yes, you may investigate it with appraisal check with advantage. Roll twice, take the higher of the
Check
two.
with advantage.
Please, we do not have Romar's pet here.
Yeah.
Oh no, I win! Yay!
So with a nat 20, by the way, that's fantastic.
Yay! I don't
You-
need to eat every suspicious subject.
You realize this, although it's not corruption, it's definitely connected. Like it's like a cursed like goo that's somehow connected to it, and the fact is, she must be somehow infected with some sort of corruption like stuff. Because you know that corruption can take many forms, but this doesn't feel like corruption. It feels like something magical that's containing corruption.
Ah. I want to take it with me for Slay to look at.
So you take it like a vial sample, like there's some glass vials around you can probably borrow to put in some of the goo in the container.
Yeah, that's better. I was just going to stick it in my pocket. But yes, I pick up a glass vial and scoop out a sample of the goop.
Yeah. Also, just as a note, for some reason, it does note in her journal, which, because you were reading a lot of it, you would notice it still. It does note that she does visibly see John with Jill acting romantically, which is super weird, because she's also seen him, like, out on his own being worried. And she describes it like she's worried about her finding out, but by the way he's behaved and what connections you can logically make, Goblin thinks can deduce that something else is afoot.
This is intentional.
This doesn't seem right.
Hmm?
Being manipulated to see something, and I may have suspicious about a certain someone.
Oh, please share.
Okay.
Actually, hold that thought. I feel like we are in a rush. Shall we talk on the road?
Yes. Let's go.
Romeo comes right behind you guys and is like, yes, let's hurry up, because this is so important. He says sarcastically.
Look, if you've got a problem, you can leave.
Where'd you come from? You disappeared.
You two are smart enough. You've already figured out something else has happened to your friend. But I'm just here to help. Totally am.
I don't want to accept any help from someone that I don't know.
Who are you?
I am Romanier at the moment.
And who are you when you're not Romana?
You'll find out soon enough.
I don't trust you as far as I can throw you.
Well, you're probably very far here. Let me show you. He suddenly uses your hand, and you suddenly feel insane strength, and you are able to toss him like a softball.
Oh, he's gonna feel that in the morning.
Well, I guess that's a home run, isn't
it? Yes. He does stand back up, and his head is like bleeding with a huge scar. And he just wipes at it, and it vanishes.
That is convenient.
That is not normal.
But it's awfully convenient.
Yeah, and he just creepily smiles, and is like, "You'll find out soon enough what happened." Like you can clearly tell it's.
Rune, I have an idea. This is the chance. This is the opportunity. If he can heal up the wounds, let's hand him over to Slay too.
I don't trust him, but I think you have a point. Let's just trick Slay into releasing his, pent-up rage against him. That way he
exactly.
Exactly.
So
it'll be good for team morale.
Oh boy, this will be interesting.
There's not a single brain cell in this house, is there?
No.
Alright, let's go and stop a wedding.
Let's go.
So you guys quickly make your way over. Chaos unfolded, and Goblin needs to get you back to the proper map. So Goblin's gonna get you there. Goblin does hope you guys enjoyed seeing the world map. Now we fly back right over to where you need to be. And within the thing here, each of you will be at the very bottom. You're barely getting in. You're hearing the ceremony. Sounds like it's about to commence. And here you are at the front door. The Goblin's just going to reveal you guys. You're right here at the front door at the very bottom.
Excellent.
I see. Excuse me.
But yeah, you guys are here at the front door. You managed to get inside, and you're hearing the wedding happening. What do you do?
I feel like to us best not disturb them. Only one of us should enter first. Shall that be me?
Can I just bust the doors open and just say,
"It's a wedding.
We're here to give some information.
We're here to give them a nice wedding, not here to cause extra chaos. We don't know what's going on."
Ileana, this is of utmost importance. Someone's life is at stake here, and we don't even know where the witch is. We have this fake rover here, and, we're trying to find Slave as well. Where is Slave?
So, Slav is in the wedding as a wedding guard, remember? That's the whole point of this job, was for you guys to be partly wedding guards to watch over the wedding. So you told him to stay behind to guard it while you guys investigate the swamp.
I forgot that in my notes. Yes. So, Slay's already in there. I'm sure if anything had gone wrong, he would have solved it.
That is true. Well,
But if
one
you
way
want to
find
make a
out-
dramatic exit, then I'm taking a bigger cut on this quest than you.
Why?
Because we could solve this diplomatically.
Alright, I am all skills.
You're gonna bust that door open then? I'll move to the side.
Hmm.
But I promise you it's going to a 75-25 split.
Oh,
As soon
flipping.
as you touch that door.
Goblin. So Goblin, while streaming, forgot to switch it over to the board, so no one was seeing anything other than you guys' voices. That's flipping fantastic.
Oops.
Other than that,
Nice stream!
yeah. But anyway, the door. So you basically just kick it.
Yes.
Strength check, please, to try and break the door.
My wallet's gonna be so much heavier after this.
So you kick on it, it shakes, it doesn't budge. And guards are like, "Who is this?"
Ah. Oh, okay. This is a little bit more.
Wow, you talk big game and you can't even break the door open?
Hush, small creature. Do not disrespect me.
Romany
This
is
a lot
just
more-
laughing now out loud. And it's like, it's a pull door. And pulls it open.
Romare has no knowledge of this. I will come and pull the door. See?
Yeah, so when the door pops open, you see the wedding, you see the grand room, you see all the windows.
That redhead. Sorry.
What redhead?
It's that over on the table over there. She a cutie.
What?
Focus on the mission.
Sorry, I got very sidetracked then.
Goblin is confused, but okay, Goblin's gonna move on. So you suddenly see the two families and a few other nobles here. You see a line of guards. You see Slav over there. He's like, why'd you guys try to... You could have just entered normally and they would have listened to whatever you said.
That's what I was saying!
Slave, you have no points to speak at the moment. Here, we have brought you a gift. Have at the...
What?
Me-
Romanier is acting weird. I'll tell you more about it, but if you want to give him a good kick, now's your chance.
He gave a whole speech about how you were his pet and how you have done nothing for him.
Goblin's gonna do
To be just-
a will save here to see if he can control his temper at advantage. Disadvantage, actually. Sorry, Goblin's gonna do disadvantage here. Yeah, so he loses it and just dives on the Romanier, who does nothing and doesn't resist, and just laughs as his Slav is just beating the crap out of him.
Anyway,
Justice
let
is
us go.
done.
Let us go.
Indeed.
Anyway, people are being dramatized and confused, and I'm like, what is happening? Oh, what savage behavior! Oh.
People of the church, ignore this. This is called Eliana, what is it called when you really so angry?
Just banter in it.
It says banter in it. It is okay.
The people
This is
just
therapy.
okay. The people seeing a dragonborn basically saying this would be allowed in this scenario, people are confused, but because of you being a dragonborn and you being a big deal, they seem to quiet down a bit. But then they're like, so have the Mr. Peter, Jake and John's father, he's like, so have you guys figured out where the witch is, what's happening, the threats, that kind of stuff?
We have a good idea, but the first thing we want to solve is where's John? We need to speak to him.
And then John stands up because he's up there right with his brother, because the father is over here, but Jack wanted his brother up with him alongside the priest up to the very top over here. And John comes over and is like, "Yeah, what's up?"
Oh, oh, sorry, I recognize that token.
Wait, the
Isn't
goblin.
he from Omniscient Reader?
Yeah, it is.
What? Oh gosh, dang! Now goblin didn't know.
That's okay. He's a cool character, and but that just as soon as I scrolled up, I was like, huh?
So the Peters family's over here, by the way. The Mill family's over here on this half of these
Really?
tables.
So I approached John. How do
Yeah,
I
you're
do
gonna have to
this?
go up the stairwell very quickly. So it's quite a bit away. So this, you're gonna look at him from down up that. He comes over trying to help you get to him. Okay. It's like,
Thanks. My bad, dude.
like,
Stairs,
okay.
they're a challenge, you know?
Anyway, when you two finally meet up after a roundabout walk around, he's like, "What is it?"
John, I need to ask you a very important question, and I need you to answer honestly. The fate of the wedding relies on this.
He nods his head, listening.
Have you had any sort of intimate relationships with Jill?
Everyone goes, "Oh, oh, oh."
Actually, I should have whispered that. Oops.
And then John gives you a the deadest stare you've ever seen from him. Like he is looking at you, determined. I would never do such a thing, for my heart belongs to another, and you probably understand it at this point. I do not know why you would declare such a thing, but why? I would never do that to my own brother.
I thought as such. You are loyal to
Luma. You can call her Luma. Lumina. But Luminia is her long name. But Luma.
You're loyal
Luma.
to Luma, right?
And he says, "Of course I am, but what?" And then you all hear from the window behind, and boom, as the window shatters above the priest, lands in right in front of the Dragonborn, slamming into you with her broom. Make a resistance saving throw.
Resisting saving throw. Where is that?
Oh, resisting, that's fortitude. Sorry, Goblin's thinking of Goblin's project, not D&D. It's a fortitude saving throw. Yeah, Vulcan then gets sent flying like this many feet. Like you went like about, how far did you fly? They got sent about 40 feet and take you went 30 feet in the air and fell down. So you take 2d6 fall damage. Fall damage, yep. And that is 5 damage to you.
Okay.
To your HP.
Well, okay, that's what we're gonna use it for. It's gonna be a cleaning thing.
Yep.
Put it under the sink upstairs.
So, and you see this witch lady. Her hair's a mess. Her clothes are like, they're somewhat nice, but there's tears everywhere. It looks like she's been, like, there's wounds on her arms, like she's been harming herself in careless rage. There's just burn marks on her hair. And her eyes are bloody red. And, like, she is unable to think clearly. But for a brief moment, the goblin's just gonna give this to Iliad. You see black goo in a symbolic mark of a skull on her neck. And everyone's just confused, and everyone's looking at her. The guards are starting to surround themselves around her. John, Jack, heck, both look worried at her, alongside Jill even looking concerned for her. And both families are like, "What's in the world?"
I walk up to her. That's super close, but like I go back up and I say, "Wait, no one do anything. We've learned information from our investigation. John, we have came across an invitation that was found in the swamp stating that it was a wedding between you and Jill, not Jack. This has all been a misinterpretation. No one attack anyone.
The guards then stand at Ray but not trying to harm her. They're just trying to hold their guard to prevent anyone from being hurt. And then the families go up murmur. It's like Miss Peter is like, wasn't the Miller family supposed to handle the invitations? How could such an error happen?
Sounds like something they should bicker amongst themselves with. Guards, are you able to restrain her?
And the guard's like, we can try to, but there's something off about her. And she's just mumbling in rage, and she looks towards Jack and then John and then both of them at the same time. It's like, how are that two Johns? Are both of you chasing?
Don't you remember? This is Jack, the shy. No, the. Oh, what was he to her? Like a little brother, right?
Yes, like a little bug.
Don't you remember? This is Jack. You played with him as kids. He was like your little brother.
Everyone's looking confused.
Oh, I'm exposing their personal history.
But Jill though does speak up, and she's like, "Wait a minute! In her eyes, I can see something. She's under a spell. She can't see things clearly."
Of course. I think we've got to wash her neck.
Ileana, do you have anything that can help with this?
You give me just a second to remember who I am.
Romania then, or Romania you're seeing, then just starts laughing at all of this.
Romanir, I know you're, otherwise distracted, but can you help?
And he's like, sure, it's very simple. You have to defeat the demon.
Demon?
And then suddenly, as Lumina is just ramming and raging, she goes in to try and strike at John on a broom and tries to hit him with her fist. And misses. But in that rage, John hugs her. And as he hugs her, he touches the mark on the neck. And the goo pops out from her neck and takes the form of a corrupted demon. Roll initiative!
Initiative! Oh, I'm so excited for my first initiative room. How does the alphabet go?
So,
Oh, it's not there.
so you see a turn order? So Goblin's gonna add you on to there. Goblin's gonna add all the guards in as one guard token. Goblin's also gonna add John, Lumina, Jack, and Jill, but the rest of the families and nobles are not going to get involved. Nor is the priest here, even though he looks amazingly good looking. Look at that fantastic.
He really does. Oh, don't worry, I am appraising him well.
He will not be getting involved, but he seems absolutely calm about this, surprisingly. Even though in a situation like this, no one should be very calm.
When I click to roll initiative, it says no character found and a syntax error.
Mine says I don't have a token selected.
It's all bug things. Wait, initiative is you can just basically roll a d20 and then add your dexterity unless you have some special things on your class that give you extra initiative or feats, but none of you do, so yeah.
So 9 add 3. 12.
12? So you can add to the turn order. You see where your token is on the board?
Yes.
So click it, pick the number, and we'll highlight yellow. Click on it, and it'll allow you to add it.
Dude.
Or should.
12, yeah?
Yep. Just add in 12. And then... Yeah, Golem's just getting the token here for the demon now, so...
It's alright, Pexel. You can just sit out for the first, like, half the fight. It's okay. I know you took a tumble.
Yeah, yeah, that, you know.
Oh, there's the demon. So this is the demon
Ooh.
that popped out of the neck. It's a random online picture, this one, so it works.
It does work.
So yeah, it's abnormally large inside, and it's still linked to her. It has no legs, and it's just hanging there, and it's going, "Ah!" And it's clearly corrupted completely, or nearly completely, but it's not fully corrupted. But it's definitely a shadow demon that's being corrupted, and somehow in her neck. Yeah, so yeah, Goblin's gonna add the demon to the turn order. And yeah, Goblin's gonna roll initiative for demon first. Oh, that's fantastic.
Where's that from?
You have to press enter for it to confirm. So we'll try that again. So all the guards get
There we go.
So Goblin's gonna put in John's initiative. That is that. Oh wait, wrong input.
Character right now, I am so happy to see John Kirk in this campaign. John Kirk, or whatever you pronounce his name, John Kirk. I don't speak Korean, but I'm so happy to see him.
Okay,
I
so
got some characters to catch up on.
So wait, Goblin's confused. Like, is the token the Goblin's using for John an actual John?
No. So it would be the token for Jack, and his actual name is like John. Let me see how to pronounce it.
Yeah. So the only one.
Jun Hyuk.
So the only one left for initiative is Dragon Friend here. So Dragonborn. What's your initiative? Oh, 2. That's unfortunate. Wait, you don't have any bonus from Dex?
No, if anything, it away.
No, you have a +1 from Dex, so you get a free initiative. Your dexterity adds to your initiative. That's all you really get. So, first up in the turn order is the demon. And it first goes for attack on the guard nearby it. Right? And just yeah, that is 17 to hit. That would definitely hit the guard. And basically does a decent amount of damage. The demon slashes at him and the guard over here. And he's still standing, but he's quite a bit injured. And then she attacks again at a different guard, though, and swinging at the other one close by over here. And that one does miss, though. That attack does miss. And now it is our witch's turn. And in her state now, she can attempt to make will saves as she's being hugged to try and resist the demon's influence to attack. So she's making a will save now. And she nat 20, so she will not attack this turn even, nor the next. That's all she can really do here is to resist it. Now, Jack stands up and then bravely throws a chair, improvised weapon, attack the demon. And so that's... Thinking of the math here. That would actually hit. So his improvised chair attack hits and would do based on the throw and the weight of that chair. Not bad. Does a bit of damage to the demon. And slams her in the face, and she just looks over at him, and Jack just stares menacingly. Alright, now, Tuna Fish, it is now your character, Iliad's turn.
Should I just go for basic attack? I guess now's as good a time as any to pull out Backbiter, right?
The demon has no melee weapons. She is just attacking with her claws purely.
Alright, Acid Splash to the face.
Acid Splash, that's a range attack you need to do. So you roll a ranged touch attack, but because it's a touch attack, you basically ignore any armor the demon has, and basically just hit her for her dex bonus plus 10 and any natural armor. But this demon, you're not sure if it has any of that, so roll touch attack.
So roll the ranged attack. No.
Range attack. You roll range attack for a ranged touch attack.
Okay, excellent.
That does hit. That 12 does hit. Ranged touch attacks are usually really good. So roll your 1d3 damage. So roll a 1d4, and if it's a 4, turn it to a 3. You did the max damage of 3. But roll a spot check for Goblin.
A spot check. I am really sorry to be an inconvenience, but I've got to turn my ladder acceleration off. It's really frustrating. So I'm gonna, I guess, disappear for a second and then come back.
Very good. You can do that. Go ahead.
Alright, I'm back. It's just loading.
Okay, very good. Just to clarify, once you do that check and all that, blah blah blah, logistics stuff.
And it's a spot check, right?
Spot check, yep. That is a skill you are checking with.
It's still being slow. It's slightly better now. Spot check.
What did you get? Goblin hasn't seen yet. Okay, you easily can tell. It seems like the acid did extra damage, and you realize it doubled damage because this demon seems to be weak to acid.
Excellent.
Which, actually, roll Knowledge Arcana for that.
Sorry, it's taking me just a little.
You don't know what rain specifically, but that means you can tell what rain of demon, this in particular demon, was definitely a specific breed that are known for being weak to acid, specifically not like any of the Rain of Wrath or the Rain of Pride, definitely not any of those rains of demon types, but this one in particular, you can definitely tell it's either like envy, lust, or sloth, because usually those are the ones that have possible demons that are weak to acid. So, but with that information, you know what type of demon has been taken, which nails down a bit for you, which allows you to tell that it is weak to acid, and it is one of those types of demons. And it explains a bit about the Ruin Mark, because usually demons of envy actually are the ones that try and take over bodies with ruin marks, but usually they don't come out or pop out, they usually are in the body themselves. And the way the ruin mark's designed, it seems like someone else put this possible demon of from the Reign of Envy into a body, making it so whoever put this corrupt demon in, who is not fully corrupted yet by the corruption, deliberately knew all of this would happen and set it up to try to do something. With that information gathered, though, John, while holding Lumina close, draws out a dagger quickly and tosses it at the demon. We have a throwing weapon here, and Yeah. Yeah, that hits. Dagger hits and deals not a lot of damage. It seems like it just scrapes over her and just falls on the table. Now is the guard's turn. All of the guards here, so like the two main guards that were injured, they all start doing formations, leaping over the Fane here, doing positioning strategies. All position themselves to fork the demon in a spot, and they focus on holding the spears in to hold the demon trapped, making it so it has difficult terrain and now to worry about, but not all of them get to the spots in time. But it still has difficult terrain now to worry about because of the guards, and they're focusing on pincering it. Now Goblin's gonna have him, do yeah, no, it's probably best for him to do that. So, Slab, after having beat down Roman here quite a bit, starts booking it over here for his turn, and then is the Dragonborn's turn.
I see.
I feel like we should have let Slave fight Roman after the boss fight. Oops.
Now, Roman is like completely healed and just watching on the sidelines.
There.
That's good. Okay. Continue observing then, it's fine. You don't need to be helpful.
Yeah, but anyway, Vulcan, it's your turn, our local Dragonborn. Volk, you go.
Let's see. I don't remember where it is on the sheet. Where do I find how far I can move again?
So you basically you Dragonborns, you usually get your land speed based on your original race, and your what was your original race again?
Human.
Yeah, then you get 30 feet land speed. Most creatures like humans get 30 feet land speed. So you can get up to here, unless you want to go up to here, because you can't attack it from here, but you would be in a bit of a difficult situation because you would have to get around the guards here and be in front of their spears, which disrupts their formation. So, which all point spears through here to point at this demon, trying to pincer it. There's a whole stand here that's like a 5 feet tall, by the way, so it's a 5-foot staircase. It's not very tall, but they made it grandeur and made it seem fairly tall.
I see. Just move right.
Alright, so move your token over there. What do? You have your standard action. You can use it as a second movement action if you want.
Yeah, actually. How far does that one take me?
So it's 30 feet per movement action you ever do. So you could have just, like how Goblin did with the NPCs. Like, Goblin's going to say you were here originally. Nope, it was right about here then. Yeah, so you could have gone like this to here, and then been about over here next turn, so you could have attacked the very next turn from here.
Okay. I'm gonna climb this ledge right here.
It's a 5-foot Fane, so Goblin would say you would have to make a climb check, and it would take double the movement speed, so that's like 10 feet instead of 5 feet moving for an action. So you'd have to make a climb check, and then it would take 10 feet. Then you have 20 feet more movement, though. But yeah, 20 feet more movement for climbing up here. You would be able to get to the creature quite easily. So you can make the climb check and attempt to.
Yeah. Here it is.
You know what? you nat 20. That means it doesn't take an extra 5 feet. You just expertly grab it, yeet yourself off.
Yay!
So- So now you're like up here and you head over here, correct? Very good. So that's your turn. Now Jill here, she's casting magic, and you see a floating dagger of ice above the demon, and it goes whoosh straight down, and it strikes her and does quite a bit of damage as you hear it wail in pain. So Goblin's gonna roll 3d6 here. That is. That's a good amount of damage. 6 plus 9 plus 10. So. That's a good amount of damage. And it just does a lot of damage to her. And then it's the demon's turn again. And it just starts laughing as it does a whirlwind attack on everyone around it except the witch. But that includes John and basically anyone within 10 feet. So that means Jack is out of range though, but yeah. So basically everyone in this range other than the witch and 15 feet. So that means this one here is the only one avoiding it. Basically get hit with a whirlwind attack that hits everyone on a one hit dice roll attempt. So let's see here. Goblin's going to say. Okay, so Goblin's going to ask for you, Vulcan. Does a 15 hit?
Okay. Does a 15 hit? Yes, it does.
Okay, so you're taking his damage as well. So, Goblin's rolling damage. So all the guards and you. Goblin needs to make sure Goblin's checking something really quick just to make sure like bonus again for the demon. Because Goblin's
Just got one shot pixel.
Listen, I only had like 6.
No, you have 11 HP and you took 5 damage, didn't you?
Yeah, so I only have like 6 hit points left.
Well, you're bloody lucky because that was 5 damage. Goblin low, very low.
Woo!
Also, so this guard is down, is now out cold. Got hit pretty bad. That boom. So Goblin's gonna put a down mark for those who are down. That can't be safe from death still, like for your allies and stuff. But this guard is injured. Like the rest of them are mostly just injured, but Goblin's just checking it. Which ones are? Oh, Goblin thought 2 guards were injured and attacked before. So Goblin's gonna say this one is downed as well. And so now it's the witch's turn, and she already did her feint, so she's still trying to resist. Jack here then casts his lightning bolt, and it does, because basically the demon fails its dodge save here, will do quite a bit of damage. And it succeeds though, so it only does half damage of a few d8s here, so Goblin's going to roll d8 here. So, 1, 7, so that's 15. 1, so that's okay, so it does half of 19 damage, so round it down. So Goblin needs to do some math here really quick.
9 damage.
Oh yeah, it would be 9 damage, thank you. But yeah, 9 damage from the lightning. And then it's your turn. Stuna.
I don't know if it's a Baldur's Gate thing. Can I dip weapons or anything? Actually,
Dip.
it doesn't even matter. I don't even have any acid. Sad. So just a ranged attack with my what do I have? Daggers. Throw a dagger.
Throw dagger, I make a throw attack. Yeah, the dagger just bounces off her head.
Don't oof me, Mr. 1 HP.
Now it's all the guards' turn, and all the 4 remaining guards, after these 2 get in position over here, pointing their spears. These 4 over here, though, attack with flanking because, or these 2 do. So these 2 are flanking, so that means they roll twice with advantage. So Goblin's gonna roll that for 1 guard. That guard does hit, and then the second one just nat 1s, but it has a 2 because of advantage stuff. So that one doesn't hit, and then the other 2 do not attack because they can't yet. So 2 more guard attacks, and 1 hits, the other does not. So Goblin's going to roll damage for 1 guard attack, and that is a good chunk of damage. Dang, that is a damage onto this demon. And then it's Slav's turn, and he, with his determined feat, dang it, only gets to about here before he can't do anything else. And yeah, now it's the local Dragonborn's turn. What do you do?
I feel like I should back up. So I'm gonna move the.
Mike, wait, come here. I need you to see what I rolled. Stupid bull crap. Look at this.
Probably 4 squares back.
I rolled the
I'm
basket.
gonna use the healer's kit that I have.
Yeah, it makes sense. Roll your heal check.
No, I want Michael.
Where is my... Here it is.
Less than.
Last turn, Michael. Oh, wait.
Okay, maybe. You might have to scale it down.
That makes sense. But Michael, I sat here, I'm like,
So that does well enough that you do, because you have Masterworks with you on you yet? Or do you?
Sarah sat there and rolled
I
to
have
the
Master.
Goblin remembers something about Masterwork healer's kit, so Goblin's gonna check on that in your inventory.
To be fair,
Because Goblin for some reason remembers a Masterwork healing kit. Goblin's gonna check. The mechanics Masterwork healer's kit. No, it's a regular one. It's a regular one. So with that, you just get 1 HP back.
I know, I need you.
Nice.
So with that, Jill will cast Orb of Acid, which is a ranged touch attack, and barely manages to hit, and does that's 16 damage, because 8 times 2 is a lot. The demon still not going well. Actually, Goblin's gonna add something for you to make it so you can change something, but let's see here, so that can be boom. There. You see that little bar now that keeps track of your health? It's another thing you can do on a token. So Goblin's gonna.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So Goblin might add that for you, but what's your max HP, Tuna?
9.
And you've not taken any damage yet, so you're at 9. So
Lucky.
now the
It's
demon
just skill issue, innit?
is annoyed at Jill a lot, and so it shoots a very powerful spell, ranged touch attack, and misses. It tries to cast a spell and misses at Jill, and the witch here now suddenly looks up and whacks at the demon with her broom. And misses down. Now Jack draws out a rapier and stabs at this and misses. Iliad, it's your turn.
Just gonna have to be another one. Not very useful in this. There we go.
You've
Take
thrown
another of my daggers, it's fine. I don't need them.
It badges off its head, and the demon just looks at you in pity. Well corrupted.
I'll just cry.
Now, John here just continues to pet Luma's head. She's just like, you can tell she's in a state of calmness now. Like, it seems like John did something last turn, actually, that you guys didn't notice. The scenes have calmed her. Now, all the guards! Goblin's like too lazy right now to roll all these d20s in Goblin's hand tray, so Goblin's gonna roll, because there's gonna be a lot of d20s here rolled in a sec. So Goblin's gonna roll for multiple attacks of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 2, so that's 12 d20s, because all of them have advantage right now with flanking. So roll 20 d20s. And see. Okay, so Goblin's setting them up, so one guard misses completely, one guard crit, two guards hit, three guards are hitting, one misses, another misses, miss. So 4 hits, and one of them's a crit. So Goblin's gonna roll personal dice for confirming crits. That does confirm the crit. So that attack is going to do ×2 damage. So with 3 attacks, Goblin's going to roll a dice of the damage, which is a d8 for each one. So 1, that's 5, 10, 17 plus the bonuses to each. That is 17 plus 1, 2, 3. So, and then the last guard who crits gets double damage basically. This is the most sad double damage Goblin has ever seen, because Goblin rolled a 1. Goblin has rolled a 1 on damage.
There we go. Use your pity on them instead of me.
No, Goblin's gonna give you pity. It's an NPC. As we don't work for you right now, so do your job.
Look, I'm not supposed to be the frontline combat. That's for Romeo and Grune.
Anyway, guard's done. Now, so Slab finally gets a chance here to do something, and will now attack with his short sword. Yeah, he has a short sword. He doesn't have unarmed combat stuff yet. That's good, at least. Alright. Why couldn't Goblin roll a 19? Gosh dang that. Goblin rolled an 18 for him, so he does hit. That much is guaranteed. And Goblin rolled a damage of a d6 plus strength. What is Goblin's strength again? Oh, right. Yeah. That's some good damage. Yes. Yes, that's good damage. Yeah. So he stabs the demon pretty good, light in the side of the belly, and it's like, well, come here, it's your turn.
Okay. So, if I go, I have like 50, pummeled. I will die.
So Goblin's gonna clarify here how after hitting 0 HP happens for you guys. So Goblin wants to clarify. With each of the turn these guards are downed, they are bleeding 1 hit point down. So it's when you get to -10 that you die. So you have a limited number of turns you last. And Goblin will give you a hint that the demon is getting pretty close to being defeated.
Okay, then I will go up to it for my first thing. And then for the
Well, I
second,
deactivated
I
this
will
one. It wasn't.
use an unarmed strike.
Yes, roll your melee attack. You technically are flanking with the witch here, so roll again and add +2 to both of them, by the way. Because technically the witch is now fighting back, so you are flanking. Goblin forgot to mention that. Because Goblin had more favor, right? So, roll your damage now, because that does hit.
Okay, damage. Where is that? Where's damage?
So, your unarmed attack would be a d6 for a monk for level 1. It should be.
I think, yeah, it says roll 1d6.
So, roll 1d6 and add your strength modifier.
Okay, and then the strength modifier is 1, so 4.
4 damage.
Yes.
And now it's staggering a little bit. As Jill about to cast another spell, she suddenly feels ill. And her arms land on the table as she tries to hold herself up.
Oh, she was carrying.
Okay, that was just said.
So,
Anyway, the demon, annoyed, goes and does a shove attack, hitting both these guards over here and here. So basically 4 guards are being attacked at once. For shove attacks, that will deal damage. So Goblin will roll for each of them. Being hit, 1 is hit, 1 is missed, 1 is missed, 1 is hit. So 1 guard here, 1 guard here on both sides are hit. 4. Goblin's gonna roll the damage individually for him. So that is very low damage, dang. But yeah, 1 guard is still standing, but very much injured. So Goblin's doing the math here, so yeah, he is very much injured. While the other one is dang. Even so, just very much injured. But they're both still standing, but are shoved away. And so, with that is the witch's turn, and she just whacks the broom at it again. And hits, actually. That's, dang, that's impressive. So, Goblin's gonna roll here. It doesn't do much, but it does, like, stub the demon's non-existent toe. And it's like, ow! Then Jack also goes, arms leaning on the table suddenly. Iliad, it's your turn.
I fear the humiliation, but I'm going to try and throw another dagger. I have 5 of them, so we're beat.
You also have more spells. As a sorcerer, you can spam Acid Splash.
Well, actually,
Yeah, but it only does 3 damage.
Right.
It does double with this demon.
Oh shit! Shit!
I also-
Sorry, not swearing.
You
Can
forgot
I
about
undo
the.
that?
You forgot about the.
No, can I do that one again, please? Thank you.
Society organized like
You may make a redo ranged attack. Yes.
and it's a little chart of basically like
Oh,
this
sorry.
is
Anyway.
accepted with like random people, and the rest have to like be able to like
Goblin gives you the grace of the DM. Roll again.
Thank you,
um,
DM
their
Summer.
characters, but they have a consistent like profit.
Roll confirm crit. Roll confirm crit.
Yay! How do I do that? That's somewhere. I remember where that is. I don't remember where that is.
So you just roll the attack ranged attack again
Again. Okay.
to confirm a crit. Yeah. That doesn't confirm the crit, but Goblin will say. Goblin will add something when you throw to hit. So Goblin will roll percentage, but will not be any increased damage. Wow, Goblin spells are even bad now. They happen.
I'm sorry, I'm cursing everyone.
Jokes aside, just roll damage now.
That damage is a D4, right?
Yeah, well, it's a D3 damage. You can also do slash D3. It's still max
Oh, yeah.
damage anyway. So, when you throw the acid onto it, it lands straight on its demon head and melts away very rapidly as it screams out, revealing a strange glowing-like substance. And you realize that is a weak point you just revealed within the head of the demon.
But then they have
And
Useless.
John decides to jump and grapple the thing's head. So it's John's jumped on top of the demon, going to bring him to the front. Come on, be on top. On top of the demon now, and it's grappling the base while it's distracted. So he grapples with advantage, while demon gets disadvantage because it's pain. Yeah, it loses, and is now grabbing the head and pointing it towards the weak point, towards our local friend here, Vulcan. As all the guards suddenly just fall onto their arms, weakened for some reason. And Slab does try and stab and hit the thing.
Would be so funny.
And does hit. Makes a stab into its neck. Like with his sword, Slab does. Making it more distracted, and its head leaned towards exactly to a perfect opening where now our local Dragonborn will have advantage with stabbing it.
So basically,
Yeah.
Double advantage, actually, so that means you get to roll 3 times, add +2, and then take the highest of the 3.
Hell yeah.
So, Vulcan, attack.
okay.
I attack.
Okay,
And
okay.
roll one.
You actually click on control, okay?
Okay, do 3 1d6s?
It's just
Yeah, you can roll 3d20s, so roll 3 of them, so like do slash roll 3d20. And actually, you're rolling with advantage, so roll 6d20. And then remember to add whatever bonus you have, and basically take the highest roll and add like flanking +2 to that, so you crit it.
Ooh, a 20.
Oh wait, Goblins. Yeah, basically, yeah. Goblin will allow this situation. Goblin will allow that 20 in this situation. Goblin may have misremembered how to do this thing, so Goblin actually should have just had you rolled 3 times, and that would have been your advantage roll. But Goblin wants a final epic finale for this situation, so the 20 will be taken. Roll confirm that crit, so roll 1d20 once.
1d20 once. I see.
And then add +2 plus your basically your bonuses as a monk to basically hit, which is basically just your strength for now, because you have no base attack bonus. Colin's checking you. Yeah, so you add like +3.
So 3 is 7.
Wait, you have the rest of the advantage stuff still, because you still get to roll for that advantage stuff, so roll 2 more times for advantage to confirm the crit. Just 2 more times. That's it.
and then at the top sheet section details that tweets use your answer to the infection.
How? You then confirm the crit with triple advantage. What the flip?
Sorry, Pixel, I'll take responsibility.
No blaming yourself. No, Tuna.
It just happens to everyone that's around me. They get bad numbers on RNG.
Alright. For now, anyway, with that percentage roll that Goblin will give, basically just times 2 your damage that you roll. So that means you roll 1d6 plus your strength, and then times that by 2.
So simplify 5 and there's the first time, and then as you level up,
So roll a 1d6. Is that what you said?
Yeah, basically roll 1d6, add +1, and then times it by 2 to get your total damage.
hit points was
So
8.
this one is 5, and then
20 damage.
Yeah, unlike freaking D&D, we ain't gonna.
So, Goblin's gonna describe how you basically take out this
Stupid.
shadow demon. You, with your claw fist and annoyance of this demon causing such trouble and distracting you from your duties, You just slam your fist hard into the weak point, making it pop like a jewel, and you feel a gem on the inside, and you take it out as you rip out a red glowing gem as the shadowy demon goes and vanishes as the mark pops out. The demon turns to slushy ink to the ground, and with the demon dead and done, collapses into the ink, going ew. Initiative is over. And 2 guards are down needing serious aid. And also, all the guests are now falling to their arms, actually. Like, they're all trying to hold themselves up like they're sick or something. All except John. And, like, the guards are doing that. Jill and Jack are doing that. And all the others, you realize that's happening, too. As the battle ends.
Strange.
Are they able to speak?
Yes, and the Peters, everyone's like, what is happening?
This is your cue, Ileana.
I'm thinking.
You're better at this.
That seems like a no, Mike.
Me.
So, do you want to do a knowledge check for this here?
I would love to have
Like
advice
this?
to send me the right way. Knowledge.
Do Arcane, because Arcane is very important in this scenario and situation.
We have like pickle or
Mhm.
something.
All you know is this is magic.
Wow, really?
Oh, I'm sorry,
I think
Kim,
there's some
onion.
magic happening at the moment.
Salt and vinegar?
And then you just hear laughter coming from Romania.
Was this you? Have you done something to them?
And it's like, no, not your friend Romania. No, as you hear his voice stop sounding like Romania's at all. And he just laughs a bit more. And it's like, oh, let me bring him back for you, actually, really quick. I've been done waiting to make my entrance anyway.
It's
And a stone statue appears over here that looks exactly like him, and they just fades into the statue, and Romania just goes and collapses to the ground as a strange fog fades out of his body. Are you hearing Goblin? Goblin's family is loud in the background. I'm so sorry, Goblin.
It's alright.
This is just perfect storytelling timing for Goblin's family being noisy.
It's fine, it's the rabble of the wedding while they're all panicking. It's okay.
Fair enough, but anyway.
It adds to
And
the
then,
scene.
as the fog commences to condense itself, you see the Grand Lich standing before you. And he just laughs. I had this fun since the last wedding I crashed. Wasn't that last Tuesday? Oh, I am so glad I set up that witch to think that her own boyfriend was cheating on her, sabotaging the invitation, setting up her to be possessed by a shadow demon corruption by my own little ruin on her neck. Oh, it was perfect. The entire scene, the action, the bravery of strange new adventurers fighting off an insurmountable odds with the aid of the guards, who now too have fallen. And I could so easily turn into undead at this point. Ooh, 2 new undead minions. But I'll let you heal them. I had too much fun with this anyway. This was entertaining. Any questions?
I have a few. Why would you do
I
this?
go so.
Why? Oh, quite bold. But Goblin will answer that for last. Oh wait, no, I'm not a goblin. I must be going insane again. It must be my usual Tuesday behavior. Or maybe I am a goblin. As the Grand Lich just turns himself into a goblin skeleton, and then goes to a Tyras skeleton, and that's miniature in size, and then changes to a T-Rex skeleton, and then changes back. It's like, oh, I could be anything I want to be.
Well, I appreciate your performance. It's very entertaining. Are you going to answer my question?
I find amusing these type of situations. Chaos, running about, betrayal, drama. I do not care about life here, if you cannot tell, especially when I'm just with a flick of a finger. Suddenly this guard here that's been down suddenly becomes an undead skeleton, and he just undoes it instantly afterwards, and the guy's like back on the ground, like on a dying state. And he's like, you really should hurry up and give him medical attention.
So you're messing with these people's lives for fun? Get a hobby!
This is my hobby. I'm immortal, you foolish little girl.
For someone so grand and impressive, you just messed with a single wedding. What importance is it? What entertainment is it? It's a bad hobby.
Oh, come now, come now. The end of the war between powerful beings just happened. Tragedy is amok. People are terrified, unease roaming about. The world of New Earth, still so much left to explore. We don't even know what's down the grand waterfalls in the ocean, nor how it comes back up. We still don't know how there are inbreed creatures able to mix between like slimes and mimics with humans and elves, and yet people just accept it.
Feel free to step in at any point, because I feel like I'm going to get very antagonistic soon. I don't really want to make an enemy. Well, I guess he's already an enemy. I don't really want to get a target on my back.
I feel like you've already done that. But nonetheless, what is your hidden agenda? There's gotta be a reason why you're just doing this. You're not just messing about.
Oh, everyone has to have a reason, don't they? They have to have a reason, like, oh, I have a dramatic backstory where I lose loved ones. I was poorly abandoned as a child and had to do whatever it takes just to get a bit of food. Oh, how pathetic do you think I am? I'm a villain for villain's sake. I know my role. I know I'm the bad guy. And I glorify in it. I do from the basic robbing from a child of their lollipop, as he makes a lollipop appear in his hands. And you hear a cry from outside, several distances away from, like, in the village. To who, as he throws and breaks the lollipop away, to stealing entire souls just to empower my magic. As he makes green flames pop up everywhere and looks like everyone's on fire, and then suddenly it isn't, as he makes it disperse instantly. And yet it doesn't all matter. Because in the end, we saw what happened with the War of Powerful Beings. They were able to make the skies quake, islands sink, and lands form instantly. All of us are nothing compared to them and insignificant, and yet ones like that Archangel of Winter boy go and come and be so graceful and helpful. None of it matters anyway, as we're all gonna die at some point, or be destroyed by means unknown to us. I mean, what's the point of living? It's pointless. So why not have fun?
I see that you are nothing but the reincarnation of pure evil, and by the name of Bahamut, I will end this.
And when you do that, as the guards are healing, he suddenly just appears right in front of you and grabs your arms, and make it so you're bending onto your knees. Oh, a brave dragonborn monk, follower of Bahamut. Oh, you're courageous indeed. Oh, very courageous. But there's that one fatal flaw. Your deity doesn't care about you. You can still die. You still die of old age. What happens to you in the afterlife, you think? What do you think is beyond this world? Nothing. So let me make this clear, little dragon boy, as he suddenly heals you back to max HP with a potion of healing. I have my reasons. I do it for the game, for the fun. And if I die while doing it, I'll laugh. If I live forever while doing it, I laugh. It doesn't matter in the end anyway. 'Cause the end is always gonna come one point or another. Everyone dies. Even the undead can't last forever. So tell me, what's the point of even doing good anyway? Why not have fun with life? As he suddenly flies around and starts spinning the guests into the air in a gust of wind. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. As all of them are flying in the air now, floating around alongside Romania. They're all being treated like dolls floating in the air. Goblin's just randomizing it, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, as he's flowing them and spinning them around, held alongside the guards who are now officially healed, except the injured ones. For some reason, he doesn't let the injured ones into the air. Yeah. He's like, another reason is that I find this little witch girl and John annoying, personally. A lovely couple who are in love, all because they're both outcasts, so they get happy together. Mwah, mwah. How annoying. I'm the only one that gets this side. What's entertaining around here, and I don't find their love story entertaining, so I want to sabotage it. But the story that happened as a result was fantastic. Oh, fantastic. You guys gave me a good show. Yes. But I still really want to kill John. Because I find his whole romance with this stupid witchy weirdo annoying. Like the idea of that stupid troll cult. Want to get rid of those psychos at some point. Right? Yeah. But those rants aside, since you've won, I've played the game fairly. You played fairly. They'll get to live. I'll leave them be for now. Until the next quest.
Back here.
As he vanishes in a puff of smoke. As you try and get back at him. And all the guests fall on the ground. Unharmed. But very dizzy.
Yeah, this is so much shit.
I hate him.
Okay.
I hate him. Pathetic excuse for a human, not human, lich thing. Hate him. Ah.
Okay. Yeah, so
All my characters.
Goblin just needs to make sure Goblin does the right tokens, because Goblin did plan who was Mr. Here they are. So, Mr. and Mrs. Peter both stand up here. Goblin's gonna make sure it's the right. No, wait, that's the daughter. Where is Mr. Peter? Oh, yes, there he is. Wait, is that him?
Oh, Miss Peter is cute.
I was trying to find the right one. Okay, so this is Mr. Miller. That's the kid. Here, no, where is he? Yeah, this one will be, so these are the couple. So this is Mrs. Miller, this is Mr. Miller, that's Mr. Peter, that's Mrs. Peter. And so, they both get up, their guards make sure their comrades are healed, they begin handling, cleaning up the mess. And they say, well, you guys completed your quest, my sons, our kids are safe, and also you also saved the witch as well and clarified everything.
How do I shoot?
He also revealed the Grand Lich caused trouble again.
Listen,
So you'll be given your rewards and the extra rewards, but and then some magical bag falls from the sky and lands by you guys. It's like, that wasn't the loot we were going to give you guys. They were confused because that doesn't usually happen.
Strange.
What do you
But-
mean this isn't the loot we're supposed to have? We
Well,
did
we-
the quest.
Well, yes, but we were going to mark the quest complete and then hand it to you. We usually hand it to you. It doesn't teleport magically after it's complete. Yeah. Yes, why is that happening? This is strange. I'm very worried about this theory. Yes. That was both the Millers speaking. And, they were like, well, anyway, Mr. Peter was like, well, anyway, I will give you guys your rewards. So, with going over with what we agreed with the quests that you have taken as our wedding guards, you guys get 500 gold split between yourselves, an uncommon item rarity request. So you get to choose an item of uncommon rarity, and alongside some extra items, if you can found the reason, you get extra 300 gold. So that means you have 800 gold you will be given. And what else is there? Oh yeah, so request a favor at any time from both of our families that you can request at any time.
Gold pieces divided by 4. What's favor? Oh yes, so that would be 200 gold each. But Rock, you owe me 75% of your cut.
75%.
You tried the door. I warned you. How
about we take it from the one that was a stone?
Roman here just stands up and is like,
Her.
hey, I didn't ask to be possessed by the Grand Lich.
Stop trying to weasel your way out of our deal.
I am no weasel small creature. I am a dragon.
Give me your gold. This is a shakedown.
Fine, here you go.
But anyway, they do give you that. You also guys get a choice of an uncommon rare item, and yeah, the request thing from the Millers and Peter's families. And then, do you guys check the bag at all?
Suspicious bag. Yes.
So when
First,
look,
I'm suspicious of the bag. I want to poke it.
so here's the thing: when you're poking at it and looking at it, you realize there's a tag on it with some words.
And the words say,
What does it say?
To the adventuring party for the wedding guard's quest from the Grand Lich.
"Oh,
Careful, Leon. I wouldn't trust that.
I'm too curious. Stand back. I want to open it. I'm gonna carry the bag over to this corner in case it just explodes on the spot."
So before you do that, from the broken window, suddenly a cloak does fly in and land in your face as you're carrying the bag.
Ah!
It's strange
Whoa.
cloth piece.
It's a cloak! It's a cloak! Sorry.
And
It hit my face, it's mine. I claim it.
yeah, to note, you can instantly tell because your character for some reason was obsessed with this item because you just find it funny. It is a cloak of bellowing.
What?
This flies in through the window suddenly. No
I would
explanation.
like to put it on and immediately make it billow.
Alright, as it billows and goes whoop, the bag pops open.
Fuck, do I look cool?
Yes, you look very what is this word? Cool.
Cool!
Yes, very cool.
Sorry, I love the cape. Okay, the bag. Calm myself. So, with my super cool billowing cape of awesomeness, I open the bag because nothing can harm me with this cool of a cape.
So when you open it, it seems like there's loading loot.
Floating loot.
Like when you read it, it's just seriously when you take it out, it's just like items uncomputed. It's like reality is breaking before your eyes, and it's like what?
Curious. So they're just things that are broken, glitches in the matrix.
Yes, until Goblin basically goes and rolls your random generated loot for that bag.
Excellent.
But yeah. So they are unloaded finished items, but basically it is some regular loot. And the Grand Lich apparently just gave it to you.
I feel like for such an entertaining show, he's been awfully stingy. Let's hunt him.
I agree.
Oh my gosh. You guys want to hunt the Grand Lich for having such a stingy loot thing. Okay. Oh wait, actually, no, Goblin can probably tell you a little bit of it. Goblin has an idea of what it's going to be anyway, a little. So, there's going to be a dagger, a pair of gloves, a masterwork instrument of whatever Bard Boy has, one platinum piece for everyone,
Yay!
Ooh.
which is worth 10 gold basically, but it's a platinum piece so they look fancier. And then, let's see here, so there's Goblin's thinking here. So, dagger, gloves, masterwork instrument, and then just a bandana.
Ooh.
But Goblin will not reveal what they are yet. Other than the masterwork instrument, it's just a masterwork instrument. What instrument does Phil have again?
It was a loot, right? I
I think
think.
it was a loot, yeah.
The loot?
I don't remember in the quest.
A lighter? Was it a light? Goblin can't remember the pronunciation because it's a difficult pronunciation to say the name of the loot item, but basically it's a masterwork instrument, the instrument he has. Oh, it's a Leah. So it's a masterwork of Leah. But yeah, do note this loot and stuff. And basically the Warlords family is like, well, you guys are free to go now. Your quest mark is complete. It's been updated in the inventory system. And yeah, with dealing with a demon and all that, and surviving, in fact, if it's a miracle our guard survived, that demon's hitting terribly, apparently, with its attacks. You'll probably rank up pretty quickly, but we're not sure. And yeah, feel free to go. Your horses are outside waiting for you. If you need anything from any of us, yeah, remember you have your requests for each families. And thank you for the safety of our children and making it so John can be happy with his girlfriend, as the two are not right now making out. And Slav is just like, really?
Right in front of me.
Really?
Oh, I gotta gather my daggers again.
Oh, they're on the ground in the black ink. Which
they're gone.
No, they're in the black ink. They're still there, but they're in the puddles mess.
Yeah, I'm reluctant to summon another demon. I'll just have to buy more.
And the goblin, your local friend, Slab, is like, this ink seems to be cleanse of corruption, like killing the demon just cleansed it all. Like the ink is different, working in dust. Don't sense any of it.
So is it safe? Is it safe for me to get my daggers back, Sly?
I could eat it and not worry about corruption. I think he'll be fine.
Oh, my specialty. Let's go.
Wait, you're gonna start eating ink?
No, I resist.
Don't need another demon to pop up.
Don't worry, I'm not a Pico elf. It's okay.
You're a moon elf last goblin, Jet, so. Anyway.
So I get my daggers back. I
Yep.
just need a rinse. Yay!
But also, Vulcan, do you do anything with the gem still in your hand that was from the skull of the demon at all?
The what?
So when you stabbed into it and grabbed something out when you broke the green weak point glowing thing and grabbed it, when you pulled back, there was a red glowing thing that you grabbed in your hand that Goblin said you had in your hand. And when you pulled your hand out, do you do anything with it? Like, people are looking at you now like, wait a minute, you do have a weird demon thing in your hand still.
I stick it in my inventory.
Goblin just wanted to remind you of it because it's still there. It didn't fade with the rest of the demons, so.
Might
see it.
fetch us some coin.
That will be my cut that was taken from me is now we'll get back.
The cut that was justifiably taken from you because we struck a fair deal. I told you, you try and break the door and I get a bigger cut. You tried to break the door, you failed, but you tried to break the door, so I get your cut.
I see this as unjust, but you know what? Fair. I will get my cut back with this gem.
The Witch Lady, though, stands up and is like, thank you, too. I have a feeling one of you has my journal. I can sense it from magic because I have it linked to me, so can I have my journal back?
Of course, I am sincerely sorry for reading your journal, and I wish the two of you a most blessed future.
Lumina nods at it and is like, of course. Yes, thank you. If you do need help with anything as well from me, you basically saved my life from being a puppet of a corrupt demon and watching John die, apparently, because that's Grand Lich is a psycho. If you need anything from me, I can provide healing potions, stuff like that, discount, etc.
Ooh, I feel like we would be in great need of them as we continue. What are you talking?
Alright, so usually, let me double check the price. So, I'm always bad keeping track of the money, preciseness, complications of stuff like that, but with how I understand potions work, I believe. I need to look it up really quick. Potions. H222. Okay. No. So Goblin's just looking it up really quick so Goblin can give you an idea of what kind of discounts you'll get from her for like a regular potion of healing. So she's like, usually potions of healing, they usually cost quite a bit. Where is it? Oh, here we are. Right, they don't call them healing potions in D&D, but some basic. But for basic healing potions, I would give it off for about 40% less the price. So nearly half, but not exactly. Like usually it costs like 50 gold for a healing potion or a cure white wounds potion, whatever you prefer to call it. But for that kind of basic potion, I'll trade off for about 20 gold off it, so it'd be like 30 gold for you guys. Then like anything for more. Yeah, 30 gold each per potion. Potion of cure light wounds. But if you want like more serious healing potions, like or any other potions, because like there's potions of like Bear's Endurance, Cat's Grace, Cure Moderate Wounds is another healing potion that's like 300 gold pieces, so it would be with 40% off about 190 gold pieces with me.
How much is a platinum piece worth again? Sorry.
10 gold pieces. But basically, she's basically, I can do only up to like the highest rare potion that I could do is a rage potion. That's the highest complicated potion that I know right now. So
I believe we would be benefited, and feel free to disagree, by each of us having a minor and then a what was it, a major?
So
Lesser
it's a
cure wounds
moderate.
and a
So it's light
Moderate.
cure light wounds and then cure moderate wounds. Now, to clarify, Goblin wants to tell you this here. And these are just like in the base flat containers, because Goblin has a whole system with Goblin's own project where there's different types of containers that make it so there's more healing from it, and there's a whole healing potion system that Goblin has. Do you guys want to do that? 'Cause Goblin actually loves how that system works, and it makes it so potions are a bit more viable, and actually makes it so you don't have to drink all of it, because each amount of liquid does some amount of healing. So, because usually you just have to drink the entire bottle, etc.
I think that sounds interesting. You know?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, so she explained. So with like, we've also decided the potions are a factor. It's based on the basics, the common or basic container size. These prices. If you want small containers like flasks, it would take off. It's not the price. Nice, but if you want to go for like the biggest container jug, which can hold a lot, and you'd be able to heal a lot. That takes more spell slots for me, but it would be a higher price. So Goblin gets you guys a system later, and you can arrange this kind of sale thing later. But basically, she gives you guys the rundown of how the potion selling stuff would go, and make it so what potion options there were for you guys, and what you could get for healing, basically. And by the way, to clarify, like jugs, like if it's a regular like cure moderate wounds, so like it does 1d8 normally in the regular basic container. In like the biggest one with jug, because like there's the basic one, it's the middle ground. It goes from basic to, I always forget the next one. Goblin always forgets the next one's name. But then goes that from bottle to mug, then jar. And jar basically would increase the dice step amount of healing output it can do, alongside how much there is available. So like a jug, if you use like a full round action, you could heal like I mean, Goblin do the math here, so like amount drinking. Basically, a full round action would make it so you like can heal 5d8 healing from a cure light wounds potion. From a jug one.
Okay.
So it's a lot. But it's like a jug basically that you hold. It's like an idea of like, it's more like a barrel in that way, but like a miniature one. Jug. It goes gunk, 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 gunk. It's like those big containers that are like used for huge root beer drinking games. Gunk, 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 gunk.
I see. Ooh, I want one of them just for funsies then.
Oh.
How much are we looking for a jug of the minor, lesser, cure lesser?
There's light, there's cure white wounds, and cure moderate wounds. So usually because it's 50 gold with a regular container, each size up, what Goblin would say, costs, because it gives more healing opportunity and healing dice, it goes up by an extra 20 gold. So 20, 40, 60, 80 extra gold from it, so it would be like 50 plus 80 gold is 130 gold pieces.
Can you offer me a discount, and in return, I will help you tidy your house?
So an extra discount on top of my discount, are you saying I'm giving you? 'Cause, like-
Maybe less a discount, maybe more of like a salary in return for the labor, because your house is a mess.
True, that fact that the Grand Lich made me go insane. Okay, I see what you're putting down. I'll make it so you're paid about 20 gold for helping me clean up. I'll be cleaning up beside you, but my magic usually cleans things up pretty fast, but I can say that much. And besides, you still get my discount effect, which if it's 106, like 110 gold pieces, that means it would go down to about 70 gold pieces I would allow.
Perfection. You got a deal.
Alright, so when Goblin's gonna say earlier I go and do that, you guys are preparing for your next quest. Goblin's gonna say
You
all
said
this.
It was 60, right? Just because I'm tracking my finances as we go.
Yes. So Goblin wants you to put, when you put in Cure Moderate Wounds potion, put it in jug container. Just to remind Goblin that it is in Goblin's different sizes of potion vial stuff.
Okay. Cure moderate wounds, brackets, jug.
Well, Cure
Sorry,
Light
I've
Moderate
got
Wounds.
one.
Wait, no, it was Cure Light Wounds, sorry, Goblin. So
Yes.
the Cure Light Wounds potion jug.
And the cost should have been 130,
30.
right?
Yep.
And how much does a jug weigh?
So a jug, with how big and heavy that is, that's like... Goblin's guessing about... It's like a little bit heavier than a milk jug, because it is a glass container, but not grandly heavier, so Goblin's trying to... Like, how much is a gallon of milk in weight?
Weight of a gallon. Let's find out. I don't do gallons.
Well, in pounds, because it's done in pounds, the system, so...
Approximately 8.34 pounds, so should we call it 9?
9 pounds, yeah, it would be 9 pounds. Because it is also full, so it's a full potion. So, yeah. You have a Cure White Wounds potion jug container, which also you get to keep the jug container afterwards and have it refilled and reused, which also will decrease the price.
Excellent.
How do you
Alright,
know?
so I'll head off and go tidy.
Yeah, so the session's over for today. We will continue the quest next time. Whichever quest you guys are going to do next that you have taken, because you have still taken quests, but you've completed the Waiting Guard's quest. And since it was a second session, because this is why Goblin was thinking you were going to level up next session, because you guys went and faced a very dangerous demon, but with help, but still, like, definitely higher than what normally you would take on without help. So, you do level up.
Yay!
And so does Romir, even though he's not here, because Phil, oof.
I'll put it in the summary.
Yeah, but basically Goblin just needs to set times with each of you. We can do it individually, or you can try and go and do it on your own to help you level up your guys' characters. Level 2 is usually the easiest, so it would just like take 30 minutes probably. But since some of you are newer and struggling a bit, Goblin's saying about an hour. But that's it, really. But anyway, Goblin's gonna go and raid with Goblin's Fang and then end stream. Blah, 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 blah.
So
Thank you
we
all for
have
playing.
a master. So, let you read out peacefully.
Alright.
Just can't remember the Grand Lich loot.
Oh, okay. So there's the Grand Masterwork. There's the Masterwork instrument.
Mm-hmm. A platinum piece each. There was a bandana.
A bandana, a pair of gloves, and a dagger.
Perfect. I'm just trying to make sure the notes are really comprehensive.
So Goblin's going to clarify here. You do not know much about like what the gear is. You still need to appraise it to find out if it's magical items or not.
True.
I think that covers everything.
Yeah. But anyway, sure, Goblin can raid her. So Goblin's just gonna raid her. But yeah, thank you guys for playing today with Goblin. Goblin had fun, and Goblin has life stuff to go and do here in a bit. But yeah, any questions, concerns, or issues, Or any thoughts on the story so far and what just happened?
I love it. I'm so excited.
Oh,
I think that you've made a very well crafted villain because I do hate him and I just want to fight him.